Hello, everyone. It's really a pleasure here to invite another VIP in this HR world to host our session today. But before we started, I would like to give you an introduction of myself, a very brief introduction of myself, as well as the Asia HRM. Okay, then followed by the introduction of our VIP speaker of the day. Okay, as all of you may know that Asia HRM is really a HR community whereby all the human resources professional Asians can fit together, or actually we can do it online to share, exchange ideas. And my name is Rita Choi. I'm the founder of this HR community. With the purpose of adding value to each other, we really hope that we can use this community to really add value to each other. And today is really a pleasure here to have a sharing session with the 2019, the world most 101 most influential HR global leaders of the year. And we are really honored to have her here. And besides that, she's also the awarded as Malaysia's most talented HR leader 2018 by the World HRD Congress. And really, today we are really honored to have her here to share with us some of her award winning experience, how she get it, and some of the success factors. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Ms Sarif, who will be here to disclose, to unveil all these tips to us. Okay, so Ms. Rina, is your control.
First and foremost, thank you so much, Rita, for linking and connecting to me and reaching out to me via LinkedIn. I mean, HR these days, without linking in and without connecting ourselves in the social media world, we are nothing, and we will be left behind, definitely. Well, my name is Ms Sarif, and I'm calling in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I was very fortunate to win the award for last year's Malaysia Most Talented HR Leader 2018. And this year, thank God, I was grateful enough that the World HRD Congress selected me to be one of the top 101 most influential global HR leader. Well, I'm very humbled with the award, but then again, it all comes up to me having a different perspective in managing HR and how I see HR evolved from the transactional era to a more strategic contribution to the organization. To me, you can't have top company without top HR. That's one thing for sure. Yeah. And naturally, we hear about work-life benefits, super perks, and very efficient administration of attrition rate of a certain company. But whatever it is, what differs us HR leaders from the rest is how we see things differently. We ourselves as HR leader, we should be very much aligned to the Industrial Revolution. We should not confine ourselves to the old way of thinking. We must be open. We must have the end goal in mind, and having the end goal meaning we as HR leader must create super phenomenal experiences to the employees, to the leaders whom we breed, and to the candidates we bring into the organization. Meaning we must have a solid conversation in providing them the experiences that they require. HR is all about providing a phenomenal candidate experience, employee experience to the organization. A good HR, top HR leaders, able to have a solid conversation, an inspiring conversation, a motivating conversation, that every time an employee comes to talk to you, to talk to HR, after that, they will walk away feeling very inspired, feeling better they even step in our room. That would be the best HR, I would say. And me, well, what I practice usually is HR is all about touching people's lives. HR is not about resuming your job as a HR leader, but HR is all about touching the hearts of the people, benefiting the lives of the people, the humankind, the community, the nation, and the people of your country and the global world. HR is all about stamping your footprint by leaving legacy to the newer generation so that they see you as an exemplary to the next generation to come. You see? So HR is beyond human resources, is beyond human capital. It is all about the heart. And for you to live your life as a HR leader, your heart and soul must sow into the people around you. You see, and then that's how I feel about being a top HR leader. It's all from the heart. It's all about passion. It's all about reaching out to the people around you, making them feel inspired and motivating. You know, having the bravery, having the gutsiness to have difficult conversation, which is transparent at the same time, making the person feel valued. You know, it's not about walking away from a difficult conversation. It's not about hiding what's not good for the organization, but having a transparent conversation with them, having a sincere conversation with them, you know, having an honest conversation with them, because having difficult conversation can only be transpired if you are sincere in delivering good values to the people. Because if you don't have a good heart, if you don't have good intention, if you're not sincere about developing people, you can never be in that difficult conversation. You can't. Because many leaders have come up to me and asked, Zarina, how is it that we can have that confrontation with the employees who didn't perform? I told them that you don't need to have confrontation. All you need to have is a sincere conversation with your employee, having the intention, having the good intention to develop them into a better person, a better performer for the organization. That is what I usually, I would usually practice. Now, the third thing is that I always challenge myself by introducing something new, something that is non-common. And I've always challenged myself to be at the forefront of the recruitment industry, because right now I'm handling talent acquisition. I always challenge myself to go beyond the ordinary, to stay ahead of the curve. How do I do that? I always connect myself with the senior leaders of HR and meeting them and approaching them and wanting them to be my sponsor, wanting them to be my success coach, approaching them to be my mentor, you know, because I know for any HR leaders who want to be successful at a global level, you must have your mentor, your success coach, or your sponsor to bring you up and talk about you in the market. Now, this is one thing that not many people know, but this is how I learned throughout my journey climbing out the career ladder as a HR leader. Yep.
Okay, so Rina, thank you very much for the success tips. So I would like to ask you the following questions, okay? Firstly, you gave us a very sort of unconventional topic of human resources. Is not all about human capital, right? Basically, we should use our heart and soul into people, okay? So basically, we have to touch their heart, right, before we ask for a hand. So can you give me some examples, say, for example, from your actual experience or from the company policies perspective on how you put all this into practice?
Right. How I put things into practice. First and foremost, for Tenaga Nasional, what I did was, knowing that we are now entering into the most complex world, that is the gig economy, the knowledge economy, the gig economy, the VUCA world, the Yeah, the VUCA world. It is a super complex, unordinary world to step in, and all HR may find it difficult to adapt with the ever-changing, beautiful, diversified world of the VUCA. VUCA meaning the world of volatility, you know, ambiguity, uncertainty, and complexity, the VUCA world. So what I did was, now, I told myself that, hey, something's got to change, as we enter into the gig economy. So what I did was, I I told my boss in Tenaga National, hey, why don't we embark on this model called on-demand free agent?
Mm-hmm.
We call them the Tenaga giggers. Giggers, yeah, giggers are um, the gig economy freelancers, where there is a platform for them to apply, and then we will only pay them based on deliverables. So right now, Tenaga is on a pilot project for the on-demand free agent workforce, because as of now, the project has embarked, I think, for 3, 4, 5 months. And so far, thank God, we have saved a few hundred thousands, but at the same time, delivering solid deliverable for the respective businesses. So as a HR leader that is always hungry for groundbreaking practices, I would say this is one of my latest development, my latest progress, my latest pilot project that I've introduced in Tenaga National. And I am going to push this through and do a lot of marketing to many other business divisions within Tenaga National, because as you know, my organization has 34,000 employees with various divisions. So I can make a lot of impact, I believe, by saving costs at the same time, having to increase productivity and delivering quality results. Yeah, that is my latest project, I would say. Yeah.
I see, I see. Another interesting question, So Rina, you have won a lot of awards, right? HR awards. How do the people know you? How did you? I don't think you enroll yourself into all these kind of awards. So how do the people know you? Do you have any secret that you can share with us so that we can also steal some of your experience and get as many awards as possible from different organizations?
Okay, I would say number one is we HR leaders, we cannot shy away from the crowd. Okay, many HR are shy people. They work behind the wall because we are very important pillars of the organization. But most of us are very shy to show our capability because we are the backbone of the company. So it's okay, we process this, we decide the salary, we process the letter offers, we process the benefit and perks. But now the human resources era has gone into brand leadership. There's this jargon called brand leadership, where we HR leaders must be the brand icon to the organization. So number one, I would say, for you to win a lot of awards and to, I would say, to market yourself, you must have the posture. You must have the posture. You must have the personality and character to, like salesperson. HR is all about having sales and marketing skills, because you are selling the product of HR and you are the brand of the organization. Because you are the brand to attract talent. People would want to join the organization because of the solidity of the HR, because of the personality of the HR, because of the efficiency of the HR department, the efficiency, the coolness, the sexiness of the HR, that would attract many talents into the organization. So we ourselves as HR leader must be, sexy, chill, very social media savvy.
I love your answer, Rina.
And we must be bubbly, we must be open, and we cannot be traditional and regimented. And many HR would hide behind guidelines, but you have to remember guidelines are created by humans. And today guidelines may be valid, but tomorrow, as we enter the VUCA world, guidelines need to be demolished and changed and revamped, you know? So we ourselves as HR must be really open. We must be having that sales and marketing skills. We must have that gutsiness. We must be risk taker. We must be bubbly. We must be fun as well to attract the new millennials. Anyway,
Okay.
I feel strongly about that.
Okay. Great, great, great. And Rina, I understand that you must have made a lot of achievements for your company, for the companies that you have worked for. If I really want you to share one achievement that you would like to share with us, what would that be?
Okay, one achievement was actually I won. We walked away with 4 global award and 1 individual award for myself. So altogether, last February at Mumbai, I walked away with 5 global awards. Thank God for it. I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
All the 4 awards pertains to the talent acquisition, recruitment, social media, networking, and all that. But I would say that how I brought the company and the recruitment team up there is because when I first joined the company, the first thing I did was penetrate to social media very strongly. I penetrated to Facebook, I penetrated to Instagram. I created a new careers website called Electrifying Careers, which now organically has increased to, I think, 6,000 over followers within a span of 24 months, I would say. And those are not buy followers, those are organic, genuine followers. And so I penetrate that and start to do marketing for the organization to attract talents, to attract new millennials. So when I did that, the presence started to be felt and followed by the international global organization. And somehow my name floated that, hey, there's this gal, you know, there is this young new HR leader that is penetrating the market like nobody's business. You know, you better get to know her and better call her. So I received a call one day from WHRDC and said, Rina, we are going to award you as the most influential HR leader. I said, is it really? You know? And then we're going to award you for the recruitment, networking, social media recruitment, talent acquisition, the best HR workplace, and yeah, I can't even remember because it was 4 awards. Yeah, but most importantly is the penetration to the social media was, I would say, impactful. Yeah.
You mentioned that in 24 months' time, you were able to acquire how many followers altogether?
6,005, maybe more.
Are they your followers or the followers of your current company?
The followers of the company, my followers, my personal Instagram, Rina.Sarif. I myself, I have 1,500 followers. In my LinkedIn, it has grown to close to 7,000 followers, and every day I receive clicks from all kinds of people, and I would say per day, on average, there are around 200-300 people wanting to connect with me. So HR must be social media savvy. You must be a brand icon of yourself to spread good deeds, to spread good practices, to influence good HR practices, and to introduce new practices in the HR sphere or spectrum around the world. I would say that.
I see. So I would like to be one of your followers as well. Okay, so we can talk about after the session today. So I will try to see if our group, our members would also like to be your followers so that we can get more success tips from you.
Pleasure.
Okay. So Rina, you mentioned about the second tip is the to develop people, right? Having a sincere conversation with employees, right? So how did you do that, especially when it comes to developing them?
Yeah, developing themselves. First, of course, you would have your target setting exercise. Target setting, yeah. So you must have a session where you will explain to them these are the target set expectation, expectation that you must deliver, and then you must ask them, are you comfortable with this? If you're not, then what are your concerns? You must already build that conversation from the beginning. You cannot simply plunge into a difficult conversation suddenly and to dismiss them. You can't, because you are seen as as an unfair leader. So the conversation should start from the beginning, from the target setting uh, session, KPI target setting session first, and then constant conversation, check in maybe every 2 months, I would say, if you're not busy. But the constant check-in of performance, having the performance conversation regularly, constantly, would actually make you, would actually ease you in having that difficult conversation later on. Because later on, you can tell them that, look, I think we've spoken about this before. I
Yeah.
think we've spoken that the KPI or the expectation of you, the target set against you is like this. So, and we have also discussed your concern, and we have come up with a solution steps. And so I just wanted to understand, why is it that you still can't deliver? Because the repercussion of you not delivering would be dismissal from the company, example, or the repercussion, the impact of this would be you having to be classified under the below 15%, for example, and that will impact your bonus. So I would like really to know, why is it that you can't meet this target? You must have that flow of conversation in a constant manner right from the beginning. You can't simply plunge and say that, oh, you're not performing. Oh, that's really unfair. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And Rina, you mentioned that you are quite an innovative person, meaning that you introduce something new to the organizations, especially you mentioned about recruitment, right? This is also how you got an award for your company. So when you come and you mentioned about the success tips of doing that, is that you connect with senior HR leaders to come up with different ways and means for recruitment. So on this recruitment side, how did you foster this sort of culture, like innovative culture in your department, even in your company?
Right. The innovative culture, I would say innovation not always ties with technology. Yeah. Innovation can come through ideation as well, creative ideas. Okay. So my strategy in talent acquisition international is that besides training my people to be certified recruiters, there is also this quality conversation and the creation of candidate experience, signature candidate experience with the candidate as well as the employees. So it is innovation comes in a package, not only through technology creation, but through the conversation and the experience you bring in, employees plus candidates. See, we always underestimate the power of moment, the power of having an inspiring conversation. If you really value the power of moment, if you really value and know the value, the outcome of the power of moment, and the impact and the value you can add as a HR leader to another employee or candidate, I think all HR leader would embark onto having the power of moment, the conversation, that solid, inspiring conversation. Yeah. So innovation to me is about technology plus having a heartfelt conversation with the candidates and with the employees of the organization.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so Rina, throughout this sort of interview or sharing session, I can realize that you're quite an energetic person. You're always full of energy. I believe this is also one of the qualities that you can become. You have made you become the global HR leader. So can you share with us the tips how you make yourself so energetic, always full of energy? it has to do with your work style, your lifestyle, or can you share with these tips? Because you know, as a person, I always believe that besides the work related level, there may something with his her personal life that made them a success. So
Yeah.
that's the tips on in that aspect.
Well, yes, I am a type A person. I'm very energetic. I do scuba diving. I do a lot of extreme activities. I do parasailing. I hike. I sleep at the slums. I do a lot of work, social work, humanitarian work. I help the people. Uh, the disaster rescue. I am in the disaster rescue team. I am associated with a lot of social work organization around the world. Um, I travel a lot. I will make sure that I meet strangers along the way because as you meet strangers, that's when your learning process start to grow. You know, I don't mind sitting by the roadside and talk to the beggars, to slum dwellers, because I feel that the more you mix with a different category of people in life, more experience you gain and the more you can grow. So me being in corporate, it's not all about having a position as a GM, but also going down to the ground and to learn what is life all about
Mm.
and to see how is it you can extend help to them, see how you can help to add value to their life, especially the unfortunate. So maybe the reason why I'm so energetic because um, I'm always grateful.
Mm.
I'm always grateful because I've seen how it is down there. I've been with the unfortunate. I've been with the street slum dwellers, with the homeless. I sit with them, with the orphans, with the poor, unfortunate people, with the handicap, you name it. So I always spend my time with them. So that's why I am very energetic because I feel that, I should thank God every day, thank the universe for the little things that I have in life and be grateful with it. That's why I am like happy go lucky.
Oh, so I really love your answer, especially as a leader is something beyond work, right? Okay, so here comes my last question, Rina. Now you're
Yeah.
talking to a big group of human resources professionals in Asia. As a global HR leader, what do you want to tell them?
Well, as a global HR leader, what I want to tell them is that perhaps you would want to have a target every day. And what will that be? I would, well, my target, just to share with them my target. My target is like every day I must touch a life. Every day I must touch one life. You know, it can be in any form. It can be giving $5 to the cleaners. I can offer job to very good talent who are not doing well. I can offer uh, a great candidate experience to someone who has failed in all throughout the interviews they had before. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all of the experience interacting with people, tell yourself that how can I add value to the person's life?
Wow.
Yeah, that will be my advice to the global HR leader. Yeah.
Okay, wow. I
It's
love
very simple anyway. It's very simple.
that. It's very special answer because usually the people do talk about business and that, but you're talking about touching their lives. So wow. So I'm just impressed.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Rita, because
Yes.
happiness comes from experiences, but fulfillment comes from giving back. That's
Mm.
what I learned throughout my experience. Happiness Yeah, you have all kinds of experiences, and that gives you happiness. But fulfillment as a HR leader comes from giving back to the people around you, giving back to the nation, giving back to your colleagues, giving back to your employees, giving back to the nation, giving back to the country, and giving back to the global world. Yeah. Your existence as a leader is about making change to the global world. Yeah. That is what you call the global HR leader.
I see. So I cannot agree with you more. So that has come to the end of our sharing session today. Thank you again, Rina, for your
It's
wonderful
my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
You have
It's
given
my pleasure.
you have given us a lot of thought-provoking ideas, and I love that. And then we will have a watch party on this recorded session. By then, I will advise you the date so that you will make
Okay.
it available to answer any questions that would come up by our members. Okay?
Yeah. And by the way, if you can see that is
Oh, Twin Tower,
there.
right?
Yeah, you can see that.
Wow,
Yep.
that is
You can
yeah,
see that.
that's nice. That is
Yeah.
a landmark of
Yeah.
a
There you
region.
go. There you go. Yep.
Oh wow, that's big. Thank you, Rina. So
Especially for the viewers.
yeah, thank you for the beautiful view as well. Okay, thanks again, and has a wonderful day. And thanks for everything. Okay, Rina, bye
Thank
bye.
you so much, Rita. Thank you so much. Do connect with me.
Sure,
Bye.
bye.